Hi, I'm Zach Lipson with the Jason Martin Group at Real Living at Home here in the Washington, D.C. area, and I'm going to tell you how to buy a house in 5 minutes. First, you want to interview an agent. Once you've selected a realtor like myself, I would conduct a buyer consultation with you. This is a great way of me learning more about what you're looking for in a home and how I can better assist you. Next, you'll need to get pre-approved. The lender will give you a pre-approval based upon a few different factors. One, they look at your income. Two, your credit, and then they're also looking at your assets and liabilities. After they've reviewed all your information, they will then discuss with you what your best financing option may be. From there, the lender's going to work with you on the numbers. One, identifying how much you can afford to buy. Two, how much money you need to put down for a down payment. And three, what your monthly mortgage payment will look like. Now that you've got a pre-approval in hand, we can go out and look at some properties. Find a house that checks off all the boxes, and you'd like to submit an offer. I will run the comps. These are also known as the comparables. These are homes that have sold in the last 6 months that are similar in style, size, and location, among a few other things. Crafting a winning offer includes more than just the price. There are also terms of the offer, such as the Earnest money deposit, or EMD. This is the amount of money that you put down to be held in escrow by the title company. There's no rule on how much you can put down, but the more you put down, the stronger it will make your offer. The deposit then is used towards your closing costs or down payment. If you don't have any closing costs or any down payment at the time of closing, that money will get returned to you. Another term of the contract is the settlement date, how soon you want to take possession of the home. Some sellers want a fast closing, others may need more time, or even potentially want post-settlement occupancy agreement or a rent back. This can be for no more than 60 days, and they in turn then pay rent as a tenant while you are the owner of the home. Settlement agent or a title company or closing agent, all the same thing. This is a third party to the contract that is chosen by the buyer. As a third party to the contract, they're simply there to ensure that the sale goes through and that the title to the home is insurable, making sure that there are no liens or other encumbrances. The title company and the lender will communicate throughout the entire purchase process so that you know exactly how much money you will need to bring to closing and what your total fees are. Closing costs typically range around 2 to 3% of the sales price, which is paid at closing. Now, this may vary upon the financing type you select. Another vital component of the contract are your contingencies. Typically, we see 3 of these. 1, the home inspection, 2, the appraisal, and 3, the financing contingency. The less contingencies you have, the more competitive your offer will be. The seller likes your offer and they've accepted it. Congrats! We now have what is called a ratified contract. Now the earnest money deposit, or EMD, will be given to the title company to be held in their escrow account until closing. The lender will start working on their end, getting all the paperwork and financial documents from you that they will need. Your lender is going to go ahead and get an appraisal ordered. We're going to want to go ahead and get the home inspection scheduled as soon as possible. In the contract, we stated that we would perform the home inspection within 7 days of ratification. We will be in the home with the home inspector while they inspect all the visible items of the home. This includes your appliances, HVAC system, hot water heater, checking windows, electrical outlets, everything like that to ensure that everything works properly. If we find during the home inspection that there's some items that need to be addressed, we can request through a home inspection notice that repairs or credits for those repairs be made. We must submit this request, though, within 7 days of ratification. The lender has already ordered the appraisal, and we have 21 days to complete the appraisal. An appraiser will be sent to the property where they will go and inspect the home and make sure that it actually is worth what you are paying for it. If the appraised value comes in at or above the contract price, then we're good. However, if it comes in below, there's a couple different scenarios. 1, the seller has to agree to lower the price of the home to the appraised value. 2, you could otherwise pay the difference between the appraised value and the contract value out of pocket. The third option is you and the seller could agree to both come down on price, maybe meet somewhere in the middle. And the fourth option, no one can come to an agreement, cancel the contract, and you get your deposit back. However, if we were to find an error in the appraisal, we could challenge that to get the value reassessed. Financing contingency has also been running, and we have 30 days. Your lender will have already requested bank statements, tax returns, pay stubs, and any other financial documents. They're going to do their due diligence to ensure that you are in fact qualified for a mortgage. They will also require that you obtain prior to closing a homeowner's insurance policy. The lender has approved your financing and you are clear to close. Settlement is only a few days away and all the contingencies have been satisfied. The title company is finalizing the deed and any other loan documents for closing. Prior to attending closing, you will want to perform a final walkthrough of the home to ensure that it is in the same condition as at the time you submitted your offer, home inspection, or whatever may have been stipulated in the contract. If any repairs were requested during the home inspection, you will also want to inspect that those have been completed satisfactorily. You can do the final walkthrough either a few days before closing or day of. I would recommend day of. Lastly, you'll want to get the utilities set up in your name. Before coming in to sign the closing documents, you will have already received what the final numbers are for closing, so you know exactly how much money you need to bring. This money must either be wired to the title company or payable through a cashier's check. Be sure to bring your ID to closing so they can verify you are in fact the buyer and be ready to sign a lot of papers. After you're done, you'll get the keys and you'll be a new homeowner. Congratulations! This is how the home buying process generally goes. However, it may vary based upon a couple different factors, such as the real estate market you're in, how many offers a home may have on it, as well as the property types. I'd love to tell you more about the process as it pertains to you. So please reach out and let's chat.